good in hearing that the far right is a concern because, there's a lot of second and third generation mountaineering in Pakistan and all over the world families who, they send their kids to school and they always get along. They don't see the race. They don't see like any, for them it's just normal and they are concerned that, their kids are going to get affected by it. So yeah, that's about it.
Thanks, Bryn. And yourself, if you're going to introduce yourself. And then Cian. Yeah.
Hey, I'm Mark Kearns. I'm running in Lucan. I've been a care worker for the last 20 years in my community, and that's really drove me to get involved with people for profit. The lack of services for people with disabilities and the people I support, the lack of access to GPs. We currently have no public health service in Lucan at the moment, so even to get information on how to access these services isn't available to people in my community. So that's all.
Good point. Thanks very much. And Cian. I think you're your last one, is that right? That's great. Now we'll finish up with you, Cian. Thanks very much.
Okay. I am Cian. I'm running in Blackrock for the Dunleary Council. Like everyone else has said, housing is probably the number one concern on the doors. There is lots of kind of new apartment blocks springing up in Blackrock, but we're seeing prices like it'll be $2,500 for a one bed a month for a one bed studio apartment, which is just absolutely crazy and unaffordable. But I can't speak for pride. We have in certain areas of Blackrock, like on Newtown Park Avenue, successfully pressured the council through campaigning to buy more social and affordable housing, much more than the measly 10% they get right now, which will never provide the amount of social and affordable housing people of Dunleary right now, people of all of Ireland need to serve their needs. And then furthermore, when people do finally get the house, they're often confronted by, yes, expensive childcare services, inadequate education facilities, and yes, the council doesn't have the power to change. So that's the difference between electing us, that we will organise a campaign. We will, I mightn't be Minister for Education, but we will organise together to pressure the government to put in these services. And then the last thing I'm just going to say before we let everyone go is just the Blackrock baths in Blackrock have been left derelict now for over 70 years. We're a proud record in Save Our Sea from the least need to mention. We've kept oil rigs out and fossil fuels on the ground in Dublin Bay, the successful pressure of keeping our seafront available there as a public community with correct environmental protection, kept polluting. Cruise ships out of Dunleary Harbour have had lots of success, but another success we need is to properly redevelop Blackrock baths. I think our lease out to Johnny Ronan at the moment.
Are they?
Yeah, we left vacant sitting there rotten for years, so that's finally, and I'll finish on that.
Good on you, fair play. And the very final word is to thank everybody and to say I'm also running, but I'm running for... Oh, Bridget, you said you didn't want to. Come on, okay. Sorry, Bridget, come on.
Yeah, I'm Bridget Purcell and I am running in the southeast area in South Inner City Dublin. The largest issue that I see constantly that gets raised on the doors is housing, and so we've decided to kind of focus on dereliction in our area. Dublin City Council will say there's like 4 or something empty or derelict houses on the registry, and if you walk down the street, if you're doing any canvassing whatsoever, you know that that's not true. You know that those numbers are deflated hugely, and it's down to the fact that the council is not really currently concerned about ending dereliction. They're not hiring enough maintenance workers to be able to turn over council housing that has been voided because people have either died or left, and there's just no political will to change this. But we can see that when we have socialist councillors, we have people for profit councillors in place, like we have in South Dublin County Council with Madeline, you can make those changes. You can push to end dereliction through CPOing derelict properties, which Madeline has done. These things are possible. There's a better Dublin City, a better South County Dublin, a better Fingal County Council. A better any county council is possible, but that only happens through socialist councillors getting in there and being able to kick off and being able to kick out Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil and the Greens. The
whole lot of them.
The whole lot. Exactly. Our councils have so much potential that they are not meeting, and that's because of a lack of political will. And in order to change that, we need to get socialists on the council.
Well done. Good point to finish on. And just for anybody out there who wants to know more, to look in detail at our policies in the local elections, this very fine and well put together manifesto is available online, and it'll tell you exactly why we need people before profit and campaigning councillors on our local councils, and you need an MEP like Breed Smith in Europe as well. So don't forget that. Thanks.